Welcome to HumanityWins.net. Please read the important disclaimer on your screen. All of the content provided is for entertainment purposes only. It should not be taken as medical or legal advice. Please contact your doctor or lawyer if you require such advice. Thank you. The show starts right now. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Change is Near. This is episode 18 from March 20th of the year 2022. Today is a Sunday, and I want to wish you a very nice and good Sunday. You're listening today, and whichever day you're listening to, I hope you have a great day. Today episode is going to be a short one, but it's going to be a good one because, I feel very strong about this. As all the videos I've been making, they have a purpose, even if it's not apparent. And the subjects are just coming to me, so I'm not following a special order or anything like that. But this one is very important because, I'm going to share with you in a second an image I just made that to me is probably the most important information I'm ever going to share with you, okay? So this episode is about the ego and the self. And the ego and the self is something inside you that is with you forever. And if you want to think about it as the devil inside you and the angel inside you, you go right ahead, but it's not the way I see it. You see, the ego and the self are two opposing forces that are always with you. And as you go through your eternal life and through your eternal existence, you are going to gradually decrease the ego inside you and increase the self. So the automatic question will be, so ego is bad and self is good? Not necessarily. They're just different things, and it's very important you experience them through your eternal existence. And that's one of the main reasons why you really have to live your existence, you see. You cannot go from start to eternal life, cheating and just say, okay, take me to be an angel. You have to learn, you see. You have to learn that experience these ego and self situations that will, through wisdom that is inside you, will make you understand why eventually you're going to be mostly self and very little ego. But you see, ego is never going to go away, and self is never going to go away. So unfortunately, the evildoers, people that you see that are just evil persons, that they don't do any good deeds, and that they're persons full of ego. You want to put a percentage, they're 99% ego. And they have a very little self of 1%. But in a way, as I said, it's impossible. It's impossible. If you're existing, it's impossible to have 0% self, okay? You might be ego-centered, centered in ego. Okay, and you might feel in a way that you deserve things, and that's all related to ego. That everyone is doing not doing enough for you, and you are doing enough for everyone. That's ego, and that you need to be put, you need to be recognized by others of all the good things you do. That's ego. Okay, that's why I try to say through my episodes that if you can do a random, anonymous act of goodness, if it's within you, within your possibilities, that's very important. You see, you shouldn't be suffering and helping others. I don't agree with that. You should take care of yourself, and once that is taken care of, if you have the possibility to do things for others, please do. You are doing such a benefit to the universe, and you're applying the 3 basic laws of non-interference, of balance, and of free will. Okay, if you do things not for the recognition or not to post it on Facebook or Instagram, that's not it, okay? That's not it. And these social networks, they're based on evil. They're based on ego, you see. They want you to post those nice pictures on your vacation to Europe or whatever, if you are from Europe to America or Asia or whatever, Japan. So your followers on your social network feel envy of you, the ones that don't have the physical possibility to take such a nice trip. So you are by doing that, you are expressing through ego, you see. Even if you say it's for my family and my friends so they know where I am, you know what you're doing. It's through ego. Okay, I'm sorry if you feel that I'm judging you, but that's it. That's why if I can give you a recommendation, if it's possible for you, just get off from these networks, because really there's nothing good going through them, okay? And self, I've talked a lot about ego, so let's talk a little bit about self. What self is actually looking into you. I know it's very strange, but looking into your spirituality and understanding through your wisdom why you shouldn't act like that, okay? And why you should concentrate on being good to yourself, to your God. No worshiping, no hierarchies, okay? That's very important. Just be good, and then become a beacon of love and guidance, which is your eternal destiny. I mean, you're not gonna get away from that one. Eventually, all of us are gonna get there, and the speed we get there is irrelevant, you see. So we're gonna get there, so just relax and live your life and enjoy, and have a little ego, that's fine. It's just that the thing it's not very good is to be ego-centered, you see. So really not taking care of the self and concentrating on the ego. So I prepared this slide, and this for me, it's very simple, but to me it tells a lot. And you might want to take a screenshot or come back to this video if or really, really look at it and try to look at it with your heart. You see, I see everything as a string, as a line. Everything in your existence is a line. You go from place A to place B. So you go from inception, as the slide is showing, to eternal life. You go from being hate to experiencing hate and fear to experiencing love. You go from vibrating in scarcity, and I'm going to abundance. I wanted just to get that out of the way. I mean, your eternal destiny is to have abundance of everything, of love, and you being abundant of guidance and love, and being about what you can do for your other beings. Okay, that's abundance. And scarcity is what we experience in this reality, you see. That's why we have a money system. That's the only reason, scarcity. Okay, so whoever is saying air is not scarce, air is not, there's no shortage of air, so that's in abundance, so no one is selling air. I mean, that's a line from Harold Kratzwell. I'm not going to take that, that I thought of that, but it's very obvious if you think about it. And scarcity is everything you buy through the financial system that is sold to you because it's scarce. You know, if it was abundant, it would be free. So, for example, energy is scarce, and they sell it to you and creates a lot of problem through scarcity, including being out of balance with our earth and the universe. The type of energy we create, especially nuclear, is the worst of all. Nuclear is the worst of all. And I'm going to do an episode on nuclear energy soon and go into detail, but I'm just going to give you why it's the worst of all. Because nuclear goes against the base of the universe, which is love. Nuclear tries to destroy matter through nuclear fission, which is pointing atoms of enriched materials one to each other, so they crash and try to destroy themselves and release a huge amount of energy through destruction. So the universe is all about change. You see, you never destroy anything, and you never create anything. Everything that is going to be in the universe is already created. I know that's very hard to understand, but it's true. So nuclear energy is the worst kind. It's very evil, you see. It's the basis of evil, and that's why when there's a nuclear accident or nuclear bombs are so destructive. For example, the accident in Chernobyl in Soviet Union in 1986, or the accident in 2011 in Japan, Fukushima. So horrible. And for example, Chernobyl, the Soviets did a very good job, let's say that, on controlling eventually the radiation, and right now Chernobyl is somehow controlled. But Fukushima, 11 years after, is still throwing radioactive water into the Pacific Ocean, creating a lot of problems. So you see, this goes from scarcity to abundance. And as our world evolves and humanity evolves, you see, and we might be in this world and be in others. I don't know. Just open yourself to that possibility. It's not that the earth is dying. That's not that. Mother Earth is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a creation of our Father. And Mother Earth, it needs a rest. If we leave it alone, it's going to fix itself. Nature is wonderful. You leave it alone, it fixes itself. It doesn't need us fixing anything. Humans, we are so arrogant that we think we can fix everything, and we're no match to nature, to the power of wisdom and the power of the eternal life. So, as you go through your life, you're going to experience less scarcity and more abundance. Okay, so it's you see, the flow is always good. Inception to eternal life, hate and fear to love, scarcity to abundance. And I'll do an episode on scarcity abundance soon, so I explain it in detail. It's not the purpose of this episode. Then you go from physical expressions of your life, what we're having right now. You see, your body is a vessel. It's good. Love your body. I agree with that. No problem. I'm not saying it's something you must hate. It's what makes you alive on this world. Okay, if your body dies, you die on Earth 2022. Okay, and you go into another expression that, depending on where you are along this line, if you want to focus on physical expression to living a spirit, just imagine yourself, you are at 40%, 60%, whatever you want to point yourself in the line. We're all in different positions. You may be going to have a physical expression again, maybe on Earth, maybe on another planet, or you're maybe going to have a spiritual expression, And then you can have mix, they have one physical, one spiritual, whatever you need. The universe is perfect on its balance. And one thing is you are gonna be having the choice through your free will to go as your expressions. Again, that's very difficult to understand, but that's true. You are gonna choose your next expression as soon as you are done with this expression. But as I already spoke about on several episodes, especially the one that there is no wrong way to go to heaven, that unfortunately there's like a detour going outside Earth, and they wanna trick you into religious stuff. That I'm really refraining from talking about religion anymore with so many comments I receive about that. It's a very touchy subject, and but they're gonna try to trick you, okay? But it's gonna be up to you. You fall for the trick, or you continue going. You're gonna decide. You have free will. Remember, as a physical expression, yes, you can be destroyed, killed, whatever. They can give you pain or force you to do things, maybe through pain and through fear and hate. But as a spirit, you're untouchable. Your maximum expression is a spirit, and they cannot do anything to you. And if they try to make you vibrate in fear, it's impossible. So when you're a spirit, you really, the universe is yours, okay? So don't worry about that. Really relax. Everything is really going to work out. And the last line is the focus of our episode. You start with a lot of ego and little self, and you end up with a lot of self and little ego. It never goes away one or the other. But as you move in your expressions, these lines they're not symmetrical. So you might be going through eternal life, but still vibrating a lot of hate and fear, and maybe still vibrating scarcity and not abundance, and maybe have a lot of physical expressions and not living as a spirit, and you can have a lot of ego and self. But you're learning all of this, you see. To get to the eternal life, all the dots on the right side are gonna ting, 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 they're gonna, start matching. So as you go into your eternal life, your eternal destiny to become a beacon of love and guidance, you are gonna vibrate in a lot of love and little or no hate and fear. You're gonna vibrate in abundance and little or no scarcity. You are definitely gonna be living as a spirit, and you're not gonna have any more physical expressions, and you're gonna be vibrating in yourself with very little ego. So I hope that makes a lot of sense, and I try to explain it as best as I can. And all of these are great subjects to talk about, the paradigm of hate and fear versus love, the paradigm of scarcity to abundance, the paradigm of physical expression or living as a spirit. We already talked today about ego and self. And there's another one. There was no more space, you see, but there are 2-3 more I can think of. And one of them is a paradigm of hierarchies to the paradigm of balance. And what is that? I'm going to go very brief on that. Is as you go through your eternal life, you're going to notice there are less hierarchies. And what are hierarchies? Politicians, the medical system, everything on the earth, even religions, I'm sorry to say that, they're based on hierarchies, you see. They're based on hierarchies. And worshiping goes with hierarchies, because worshiping is lowering yourself. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth. It's lowering yourself to a higher being. Not even to God you need to do that. You can look him straight in the eye, one-to-one. Remember, you have a one-to-one relationship with God. He's always available for you 24/7. You even not have to understand it. Just say, "Hi, God, I want to talk to you." And he's ready for you. He's not going to respond in English or Spanish or whatever. He's going to respond through you, through breadcrumbs and little signals, and you'll start noticing. But the more you call him, the more responses you're going to get. And it's not that God doesn't want to contact you directly, you see, but he respects his own rules. And one is the rule of non-interference. So if you don't seek assistance from God, you're not going to get it. And I'm not saying he hates you. He is leaving you alone to do as you please through your free will. So I hope that makes sense. All right, so I hope it was a short one, and thank you for watching. Please share this content. If you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know through the comment sections, or the email changesnear@protonmail.com. And please be, as always, I recommend my friends from Waking the Future. They're basically the only show I'm watching right now. They keep it real as far as the news, and that through a very humane form, and no fear porn and all that. I'm getting totally away from all the even alternative channels that is just basically, the jab, Russia, Ukraine. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of going on. And where I live, by the way, now there's a water shortage, so we don't have any more water. So they're throwing, apart from everything that is going on, and economical problems, all of that, Now there's a water shortage, so we don't have any more water, so we have to navigate through that. But don't worry, they're going to throw many things at us. But the destiny is set, we're going to prevail. Are we going to see it with our own eyes? Remember, the senses, it's just the senses, okay? You are going to go on forever. You're going to be with yourself forever. So to end this episode, remember the self, the self, the self. You're going to be with yourself forever, okay? Have a great Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. Have a very, very nice day. We want you on the show. Send me an email to hey@humanitywins.net. To schedule an interview, help me out by making the show more interesting, fun and knowledgeable by having you on and giving our viewers the opportunity to learn from you. Thank you for making it to this part of the video. This is my favorite part. This is where I suggest to you that you discover yourself. You are not what you have been groomed to believe. You are this incredible being without limits that has eternal life, amazing strength, infinite wisdom and a big, beautiful heart. All your limits are always self-imposed. Your best version in this reality is inside you. Your only mission on this life is to become a beacon of love and guidance. This version is ready to be discovered today. How do you discover yourself? The discovery process is a personal one. No one can do it for you. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to talk to yourself and the universe. Request to be connected and ask, who am I? Where do I come from? You will start getting signs, breadcrumbs and signals. You will notice how your notions about those realities start disappearing. No more hierarchies, no more competition, no more complaining, no more depending on others. Discovering yourself equals to breaking your matrix. Your self-imposed limits will fall and you will be ready to serve humanity and help break this spell and deception on us. But you must be patient to allow others to wake up at their time through their own free will. That will be really soon, you will see, and that will start a new world. As you work towards your best version, you will notice how all emotions don't serve you anymore. Hate, fear, rage, pride, loss, envy, violence, justice, true violence, judgment of others, and other emotions will disappear from your mind and heart. You will understand those emotions serve only the evildoers and are not you. Please try to be understanding of others that don't think or feel like you. Everyone has a process. No one is right or wrong. We're all just different. Don't be concerned about being right, ever. Don't allow pride preventing you from patching things up with family and friends. It is very important you enjoy this life with your loved ones. Put in the work to patch things up and leave it to others to decide. Please relax and enjoy life. When everyone breaks their own matrix, humanity through our community consciousness will break the final spell. The new world will start and everything will gradually fall. Governments, hierarchies, and the medical and financial system will go from scarcity to abundance for all. Thank you very much for watching. Please share this episode. If you have any comments or suggestions, please use the comment section below. For private questions, conversations, and if you would like to appear on the show, please email me at hey@humanitywins.net. Please be sure to check out our friends from Waking the Future and their awaken-attire.com shop. They gave me my first opportunity to speak about this and I will be forever grateful. Link to their channel and shop on the show notes. Thank you again. Please don't forget to visit our website www.humanitywins.net. By giving me your time, you honor me. Have a very, very, very nice day.